So Abby is going to tell us about zero waste fashion. Over to you, Abby.
What is zero waste fashion? Zero waste fashion is a big topic, so I chose to ask my family what they think zero waste fashion means to them before looking the definition online to see who could guess the closest. I think that zero waste fashion is just avoiding wasting your fabrics when you make something. My mum thinks it's like the 3 R's but for fashion, so reuse, recycle and reduce. My brother thinks it's when you try and make a fashion item, you don't waste the fabric. And my dad says A, find an appropriate material to use from garments. B, use only necessary resources and energy to make garments. C, future thinking about garment materials so it's reusable again. What do you think it means before I read out the definition?
Right, anyone? Zero waste fashion, what do we think? Maya?
You try to use the least amount, try to waste the least amount. I think it's very difficult to try to go to zero waste because you will always have extra trimmings that you need to take off and then you'll waste them.
Okay.
What I do with sometimes with trimmings, I use them as bands and I put them around my project so I waste little space. I made like a band, like ribbon. I made a ribbon for Christmas, which was using fabrics, and I put it around a present for my mum.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Anyone else wants to add something?
I agree with.
You agree?
Yeah.
Making ribbons out of waste fabric, good idea. Penelope?
I think the whole point of zero waste is that you try and have as little waste as possible. Ideally, you'd have no waste, but that's in an ideal world, and that's like, for example, when you think about your patterns, if you've got a neckline, you're going to have a curve, and that will inevitably create waste.
Ah, but will it? Right, back to Abby then.
The real definition from my internet searches, zero waste fashion refers to items of clothing that generate little or no textile waste in their production. It really focuses on when you make clothes. Based on this, I won. The children were right. Keeping it simple gets you the gold medal this time.
Fantastic.
Different ways to do zero waste fashion. There are basically 2 ways for a designer or business to do this. 1. Cutting. Designers who want to sew a dress should not cut into the middle of fabric because you don't want to waste the fabric. Instead, they should cut on the sides so they still have some pieces for the next dress they want to make. There are 2. Patterns. There are no patterns. Designers can use scrap materials and sew them together to make unique fashion item. They will never make the same one twice. Here are my examples.
First show them so that we can see them here, and then we can move them around. Okay. Right. And
And that's it.
that's it. Well done.
Yay.